Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah.
Get them sexy.
Oh yeah.
Get them sexy.
Get them sexy. We got the Big Sexy Red in the building.
Yeah, the sexiest podcaster in this wrestling community ever.
Big Sexy Red. All right.
Yeah.
We got J Mac Main, of course. And
Rest in peace to the big
All
bad
day.
booty dad.
we got J Mac Main here to bring the pain.
All
we
day.
said be in the warming up his food. We said be in
I'm your host, Saheem the Dream. Thank you guys for joining us for another edition of Wrestling Talks and Thoughts. I'm your host, Saheem the Dream, along with Big Sexy Red and J Mac Main. And we're going to talk some wrestling.
As we do best.
Yes, absolutely. Sexy Red, man. Sexy Red on NXT, huh?
Yeah, man.
I was
all day.
I was trying to get home in time to catch a bid just to see exactly what kind of stuff, kind of foolishness I was going to run into.
Hey, so they got her in and out of there quick. They got her in and out of there quick.
Word. Like I literally turned it on about 8:10 maybe 8:10 and Meacham had her match. I'm like that is over already.
That was it.
Bro, by 8:06 she was going. I tuned in at 8:06 she was going.
Word. Yeah, she basically came in and displayed she announced she's gonna be hosting NXT Battleground. Then she unveiled the NXT Women's North American Championship, and then I think Tatum Paxley came in. They was fighting, like struggling over the belt, and then Meacham came in, and then they started their match. So yeah, that was it for her.
Yeah, they got it out of there quick.
So Meacham is back on NXT.
Yeah, so is Tegan Knox is going back to NXT.
And then OC.
Yeah, it's like everybody.
Yeah, her Tegan Knox is supposed to fight what's her name? Roxanne Perez for the women's title.
So like everybody that was part of like the OC is like demoted to like NXT. Like what the hell?
Hey,
you guys get for joining AJ.
Well, I mean,
that'll get fired, man.
Look, I look at it like this. You know what I'm saying? They work on Tuesday in Florida. You know what I'm saying? Maybe an hour, and they're good after that.
Yeah, it sucks because
you keep your pay. Why not?
Now it sucks because they got so much potential, man. They could do so much with them, But apparently, all they want to do with them is just put them on NXT. The Good Brothers, especially.
Well, I mean, it's cool because saying they can go back and forth. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, what up, folks?
It's like, what's going on?
Yo, we got two Jermaines. This is the first.
Yeah, it's the first, man. You got two Jermaines. Here we go.
First time ever in Wrestling Talks and Thoughts history, two mains.
Word.
Oh, what's good?
Sounds like 2 Chainz. Two mains?
Bro, you stupid, man.
Man, I know you only got a short period of time. Y'all watch side, man. Y'all didn't watch none of Double or Nothing?
I watched I saw some of the little clips they were showing on social media. I watched that the MJF promo that y'all said was so fire. It was it was typical MJF. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't nothing over the top or something that had me like, oh my god. Like I've heard him do better promos, but it was cute.
Well, first let me welcome. Wait, hold on a second. So let me just introduce our guest, Jermaine. Sir, just Jermaine.
Appreciate y'all having me. Yeah,
7 foot main. 7 foot.
7 foot main.
And man, don't get started. Do not listen to this.
Is it 7 foot main? Is that what we're doing today?
Man, don't listen to that, man, dog. I'm not that tall. Every time they tell somebody how tall I am, I get taller.
Okay, how tall are you?
I'm
6'10".
5'10", 180.
5'10", 180. All right,
okay. Hey, I gotta keep the gimmick alive. I gotta keep the gimmick alive.
Oh, you gotta keep the legend alive. Okay, it's like 1 minute you 6 feet. Another conversation, you like 6'5". Another conversation, you 7 foot. Another conversation, you like 8 foot tall. Another conversation, you could be the next Andre the Giant. Okay.
Yeah, if you let them tell it, I'm the same size as Omos.
You are. I seen
it. All right, so we didn't. I only seen just that clip with MJF. When MJF cut that promo. That's the only thing.
What's your takes on this, because I know you like promos.
Yeah, man. I mean, I thought it was fire, man. It was one of MJF's best promos. I'm not going effing anywhere.
I disagree. Like, it was typical MJF. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I think
it was nothing. Yeah. That tattoo, bet on yourself. You know what I'm saying? And on the AEW, like that. I mean, it would suck if he eventually does go to WWE with that tattoo. You know, tattoo.
Where he did all that for nothing. Like, so I mean, so Jay, you wasn't really impressed by the promo?
Nah, I really wasn't.
Yeah,
so both Jermaines weren't impressed by the promo. We are brothers. We are brothers. What's happening?
No, I defer to the host. I'm the guest. Like, I defer.
Look, main recognize me.
So y'all both got glasses.
I was talking to Maine last night as I was watching it, and me and him said the same thing. No pause. He's like, "Yo, this pay-per-view is too damn long."
Oh, wait, hold on a second. Y'all both got glasses. Y'all both got beards. Y'all both not bald. You know, Jay got, he ain't shaved his hair yet, but you know,
not yet. I ain't there yet.
You almost been close to identical. But I mean, but you said the pay-per-view was what, too long? How long was it? It's like 3 hours?
Yeah, I lost count, bro.
I think they had a runtime. Just the pay-per-view portion itself was about 4 hours and 30 minutes. And I think the buy-in was maybe like an hour or two.
Wow.
Jeez.
So like 5 hours. What?
So if you watch the buy-in and the pay-per-view, you had like 5.5 hours at least.
And if you watch the media scrum, it's probably 7.5 hours.
Exactly, because that was another at least 45 minutes or an hour or so. So if you watch all of that, like how said, you close to like 7 hours almost of wrestling.
Wait, so the medium scrum is like what, after the pay-per-view, right?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, so,
but it's not. I don't think it's in. I think it's like. I think they got like that, like a little time period, and then they started, because WWE normally does the same thing. I want to say, kind of like what I remember from covering like regular sports. They always give you a cool down period for the athletes and stuff, and then also for the media people to come from wherever they're at to like the scrum area or the press area.
Yeah.
So they always give them like a few minutes, but still, you got to think about it. Like, even if they give them 15, 20 minutes in between the end of the show and the start of the media scrum, you still have to think like that's still time compensated for, because you're still sitting there or you're walking to the press box or from the press box, whatever. Yeah. But my thought on it was it a little too long? Maybe so for some people, but I mean, honestly, we've sat through WrestleManias that are longer.
Yeah, but they prepare you for that.
You kind of know. I think what it is that we got so used to WWE pay-per-views being 3 hours or so, or maybe a little bit longer, that we just got. And then when AEW came along, we weren't expecting that. We thought that they were going to do something different, and then they went like, "Nah, we're going to do that and some," like pretty much. So I think it's still kind of catching people off guard, but there was some of those matches could have been on like the buy-in or a Dynamite or a Collision or something, shorten the time of the pay-per-view, or started an hour early. And then that way, even though you have a 4-hour runtime, you're now ending at like 11 Central instead of ending at midnight or later. Oh, I mean, I'm sorry, 11 or midnight, between 11 and midnight instead of after midnight.
Don't Mania starts an hour early every year, right? Don't they start at 7?
Yeah, Mania starts at 7. But let's be for real. Nobody really watches the Mania pre-show. I don't remember the last time I watched the pre-show for any pay-per-view.
Unless they got a match on there. I'm not gonna lie. I watched the
it may be like one match, but I you know what I'm saying, like, but typically the match they'll have on a pre-show is like not really interesting. So I'll be like, I don't care about that. You know what I'm saying? Or I may go back and watch it afterwards. But yeah, I typically don't watch the pre-shows. Like, I'll just start the event, and if it's a good event, I watch the press conference afterwards. But
Yeah, so King Reezy said I literally started the pay-per-view at 6
Yeah.
and finished at 1.
I
See,
took a nap.
he watched the buy-in then because
Yeah, I watched the
Reezy's on the
buy-in
East
too.
Coast, right?
I
Yeah,
watched the buy-in too.
Yeah, so he must have watched the buy-in and then watched the show. So yeah, if you're on the East Coast, the buy-in started at 6,
Yeah.
and then it went all like he said, it went all the way till
Like when I was
1 o'clock.
texting you, man, I was only at
Yeah.
the Trent Beretta Orange Cassidy match.
Wait.
Oh, okay.
So,
And I'm
so
like,
hold on,
man, this
so-
pay-per-view is
so
long
the
as
buy-
shit.
So the buy-in is like what, like 2 hours of like
Their
just
buy-in
getting
was.
you
I
to kinda
I
like
didn't know
get
their
you
buy-in was
invested
2 hours.
and
I
purchasing
thought
the
it was only
pay-per-view?
an hour.
It's
Yeah,
like
I
it's like
thought
to get you to purchase the pay-per-view.
It's like it's kind of
It's a
like a
YouTube.
preview show. It's basically their pre-show.
Yeah.
And
They
and
kickoff. It's their kickoff.
Yeah,
so they'll
their
have like 3
kickoff show.
matches.
Mhm.
Right. I know they had the Thunder Rosa, Deonna Purrazzo on the
And then they had
buy-in.
the
but-
claim. They had the claim against the Cage of Agony.
Give me a second. I'm about to pull
So-
it up. Yeah, those were the only 2 matches that they had on the buy-in.
All right, so
And it was that long,
get y'all
an hour?
opinion.
Yeah.
But let me
it
get
was
y'all
like
opinion,
2
like,
hours, if I'm not mistaken.
We all knew it was going to happen, but
What?
how do y'all feel about Mercedes' first match winning the title?
Yeah, yo, how about that? How was Mercedes Monet's first
That's what I was
match?
gonna talk about, yeah. I didn't get a chance to talk to Maine about it, but my feelings on it, I didn't like it, bro. They gave Willow all that hype to bring her down.
Well, you got to think about it. They immediately put her in the feud with Stat because everybody was waiting for that turn to happen.
Okay.
And I don't I like it and I don't like it is what I'll say. I like it because you have to take advantage of Mercedes and her star power and everything. I don't like it because it came at the expense of Willow's momentum that she has building. However, they're trying to reshift Willow's momentum from being holding that title and losing to Mercedes to now feuding with Statlander. And once she comes out on the other end of this feud, she's probably going to be projected to start moving towards that world title picture. So on the one hand, I don't like that they took the title off of her the way they did, giving it like this match. But at the same time, I get why they did it, to take advantage of Mercedes and then also to shift Willow towards something else.
Okay.
So it's a give and take. Like, you can't say that they're burying her because she didn't get squashed. It was a very competitive match. Mercedes just ended up pulling it out.
So I got a quick question. I don't mean to interrupt you. I got a quick question.
No, go ahead.
Little Fettuccine says Sexy Red is on NXT tonight. And Catman says good night, bros. Shout out to Brazil. Shout out.
Brazil. You gotta say it like that. Man.
Oh yeah. So real quick. So this is the thing. I'm kind of feeling like, this is my question. How do y'all feel about other wrestlers coming in, or these new faces signing these major contracts coming in? You know, like Mercedes Moné. She came in this is her first match, right?
Yeah.
And she won like not a world title, but she won a title. Like the fact that they're like I kind of felt some kind of way about that. I felt like it should have been a little bit more time. Like the fact that they just pushing like these not necessarily former NXT people. I mean, former WWE people, but the fact that they're getting these bigger names from WWE and just putting titles on them like so quick. I mean, do you feel some kind of way? Do y'all feel some kind of way about that?
You go first, man. Go ahead.
I need some feet. Jay, that's your mic. Yeah, we get feedback from your mic. Try
You know I am, so I like the homegrown talent. I always told you that. I like the Hangmans, the private parties.
Yeah, wait, hold on a second. My bad, Ed. Yeah, Jay, try logging off and logging back in. Hold on a second. Wait. You see something? Yeah, Jay, it's your mic.
Yeah. What happens is you in a company that's only 5 years old, you're only going to get so much quote unquote homegrown talent. So you got to rely on other stars coming in. Now, to say that they've been around for 5 years, you should have some stars built up by now.
Right. Yeah, they should have.
They have some, but it's the way that they're using the people that's coming in from other places that's going to help prop them up. And the thing about it is AEW is in a really weird position where they're a new fledgling company, but they have such a high profile. So it's like a lot of the times I see people talking about it online where they have these delusions of grandeur and then these really high expectations for AEW because they see them on TV and they have a TV deal and this and that.
Yeah.
But then at the same time, it's like you have to understand they've only been around for 5 years. You have to give it time to cook. So you can't expect them to just boom, grow talent, boom, make new stars. Like you can't expect them to just crank stuff out like that.
Yeah, so, they haven't really found their rhythm yet, as into making new stars. Yeah.
Well, I disagree with that. And I'm gonna tell you why I disagree. So my first point is I feel like not one ex-WWE guys, they call them, has came in and won their first match being winning the title. Edge didn't do it. Moxley didn't do it. So not one person has done it. Punk didn't even do it. Punk had a couple matches before he even had a title match. So to bring in, Mercedes Moné and have her win the title on her very first match is crazy. Even Paige, but within 5 years, that's more than enough time to build up your own talent. Honestly, you can do it within about 6 months if it's done right. Because AEW has the talent to, bring in, to raise their homegrown, look at MJF. Like now MJF had a slow, burn, but eventually he became, one of the top guys. And they have a lot of guys in there that they could have, pushed. But again, it's like when they bring in ex-WWE guys or bigger names, those people that they've been pushing and trying to mold gets pushed to the back burner. You know what I'm saying? Like you got Wardlow, you got guys like Jack Perry, potentially Hobbs, you know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of homegrown talent that they can boost up and make, dominant and household names, but they just choose not to because they prefer to go into. You can also bring in WWE guys to help, push them. You know what I'm saying? Like, all right, this person was in WWE and they come into AEW and the NXT main guys are dominating them, or they just can't get wins. You know what I'm saying? Like you can go with that,
right?
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So they're like, oh, okay, well, this person did this in WWE, and they came to AEW, and they getting dominated by, ex wrestler. I'm saying John Doe per se. You know what I'm saying? So it's a way of doing it. AEW just decides to say, okay, well, this is a bigger name. We're gonna go with this person.
All right. So real quick, comment section. DJ Faze says AEW have stars they're not using. DJ Faze also says it's going to take another 5 years before we see them. And Leading Lady says, hey, what's up, Leading Lady?
Like, for another example, like, where has Scorpio Sky been?
Right. That's a good question, House, because I was thinking about that, like, shit. Like, it wasn't that long ago I was just thinking about that. But to back to that point we were talking about, I just think that there's some people that AEW has done a great job of building, and then there's so many people that they've held back or like that have been held back because they only have so many slots and so much TV time and whatnot to try to get these people shine. But my thing is more or less speaking to their infrastructure and what they have in place. Because WWE is such this corporate machine that they have they can take somebody who's never wrestled before, bring them into their system, and literally build them from the ground up. AEW doesn't have anything in place like that. They just have a bunch of satellite places where they'll send people to get them some extra training or whatever. But there is no like, come here and we're going to show you how we want you to do things. So they're still trying to build their corporate structure and figure some things out on the fly. And I don't mind it because we're seeing progress and we're seeing them like do things. And to me, people give Tony Khan a lot of criticism for changing directions and changing things. But to me, looking at it from a business standpoint, he's trying to figure out what's going to work best for them moving forward and then go from there. So what if he's had to flip-flop and change philosophies and do some different things? It shows me that he's really trying to make it work. Now, are there some faults, some places where they could do better? Of course, that's with any business, any company. But at the same time, it's like, I don't think people should be as critical of what they're doing because they're trying to do it all on their own without like they're not partnering with another company or anything like that, or a sister company, or they're just trying to like, hey, this is us, this is who we are. We're just trying to do this on our own, and I don't fault them for it at all. I just think that sometimes. I just think that sometimes people are a little too critical when they need to just kind of relax a little bit. If you a hater, just say, you know what, fuck it, I'm a hater. I don't like that. I don't like AEW.
Like Henry.
But don't sit up here and say like I'm a wrestling fan, and then all you do is shit on AEW, because having him around is better for the business.
So me personally, so this is my personal opinion. Now AEW, I feel like they're trying to, I mean, they try different things. Like, I mean, they partnered with every other promotion outside of WWE. You know what I'm saying? And again,
that's crazy.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying, TNA didn't work with TNA, they didn't work with New Japan, they didn't work with like Ring of Honor, like every Triple A. So every you know what I'm saying, other promotion outside of WWE that they work with to try to, you know what I'm saying. And again, like Maine said, like, you know what I'm saying, it's give and take. Like you try to see what works. Okay, that doesn't work. Cool. But the issue is, and I've said this on the show numerous times, Tony Khan is more of a fanboy to me. And like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and so instead of like letting surprises be like organic and be like, okay, this is cool. Oh, I'm shocked. I'm surprised. Mm-hmm. Like, he kind of like knows it, and he's super excited about it, and he kind of like spoils it, you know what I'm saying, for the fans. Like, okay, well, we're having this big show in Chicago, so tune in Chicago. Okay, so let's tune in. All right, the rumor about CM Punk coming. You're gonna be in Chicago. All right, 9 out of 10, CM Punk might be there, and boom, you had CM Punk. You announced that you're having a Dynamite in Boston. Like, why do you need to go and hype a regular Dynamite in Boston? Because now we know, okay, well, here comes Mercedes Moné. She's gonna make her debut. You know what I'm saying? So it's like he gets right. So he gets super excited about stuff, and he kind of spoils the surprise factor in it, because I mean, you don't really need internet when it comes to Tony Khan. Tony Khan going to spoil it for herself. Mm-hmm. Also, my other issue is Mercedes Moné wins the belt, and Tony Khan is in a club celebrating with Mercedes and Swerve. Like, what are you doing?
Wait. Let me say this. Let me say this real quick before you start before y'all start snowballing more into the conversation. Because I mean, no, it's fine, it's cool. I just wanted to say this, right? No, because I get what you're saying. I get what both Jermaines are saying. Y'all both have valid points. To Jermaine number 2.
I'll be number 2. I don't have a problem being number 2.
Okay. This is Mac. Okay, this is Mac. All right, this is Mac Main. This is Jermaine number 2. All right. So Jermaine number 2. To your point, what you're saying is very right from a business standpoint. The business standpoint is that Tony Khan, he has a brand new business, a brand new baby, and he has to figure out what's going to work, even though he has a working formula in a sense. Well, okay, he has something that works in a sense that he has a new wrestling company and a new business that can somehow build competition to WWE. He still needs to find his niche as to what will bring in or draw a crowd, and he's still figuring out what will bring in or draw a crowd. But then not only what will build a crowd or draw a crowd, but then also a system that will build and push out new stars, a functional system that will help and develop new stars to bring them through somewhat of a tier system. Like WWE has developed their tier system where they have NXT and then they go up to the main roster. But before NXT, they go to FCW. They go to FCW, or they come from another, wrestling school. Then they get brought into NXT tryouts. Then they get put on NXT. They go through the whole, performance coaching, and then they get sent up to the main roster. Whereas I felt like AEW had the potential to do the same thing when they brought Ring of Honor. So that's what I thought they were going to do with Ring of Honor, because he already has 2 shows for AEW. He has Dynamite and he has Collision, right? So I figured
Rampage too. He got 3 shows.
Right, and Rampage, right. So he got 3 shows. So I figure like, okay, he has these shows, these 3 shows. He purchased Ring of Honor. I was assuming that he was going to be using Ring of Honor like NXT, you know what I'm saying, to have indie guys come in, go through Ring of Honor. And then the wiser thing I thought what was wise for Tony Khan, but then I found out that he couldn't get a deal with Ring of Honor to put him on TV like NXT. I thought he was going to put Ring of Honor on TV, but from what I read in the article, he wasn't able to broker a deal. But I thought he was going to do it that way, like Ring of Honor. You go through Ring of Honor, then from Ring of Honor, you come up to AEW, which I feel like would be the better formula, in my opinion.
They tried to do that when they made Jericho their champion. They had it that they try to use Jericho. That's when was like, damn, why is Jericho Ring of Honor champion? That was trying to get them a TV deal. That's what that was for.
And I also thought that like the Nightmare Factory was supposed to be their training facility or to help train new talent. You know what I'm saying? But obviously with Cody not being there anymore, like I guess it kind of like fizzled or is not.
But a lot of their guys do go train with Natalya though, which is very interesting. Natalya trains a lot of those AEW.
Right, Jay. Hold on a second. Right. Tell him, Ant. Right. They train with Natalya because you don't like Natalya's wrestling.
She's trash. Listen, I don't care what you say about Natalya. Natalya is trash.
but not for real though.
Hold on. Let me say this last thing before y'all go in on Jay. Hold on a second. Let me say this last thing. But what Jay was saying about let me make this short. So what Jay was saying about Tony Khan being a fanboy. I get why Tony Khan was doing that and spoiling the surprise because again he needs to promote the show and he's trying to sell tickets. So part of the reason why he probably is spoiling the surprise because he want to put butts in seats. You know what I'm saying? So, but I get like Tony Khan being or seen as a fanboy because of the certain things that he does concerning running the business. Real quick, then I'm gonna let you guys go. He says Tony Khan could have the whole team behind him and still couldn't run that company right. And then King Reezy says Scorpio Sky was on Ring of Honor a bit ago. Not sure if he's still there.
Like that don't make sense. Scorpio Sky Ring of Honor unless you're gonna make
and then even outside of so side note, so Sexy Red made his second appearance. She was back.
Yeah, she did. I just seen it.
So even outside of that, like the Tony Khan's other issue is focus on what you got going on. Like for him, and every chance he gets to throw a jab at WWE, and he has talent throwing jabs like that. That's kind of like diminishing what you're doing because now it's like instead of you focus on what you got going on in your brand, you're like, all right, well, let me throw a jab at them. Let me throw a shot at them, and it's like, all right, why are you focusing on the competition? Like everybody knows that you have direct competition, but why do you have to throw shots and highlight that's your direct competition? We all know that. So why can't you say, all right, well, WWE is WWE, and you're not even talking about their product. You're just oh well, we're better than them, or they're the Amy Winehouse of wrestling. Harvey Weinstein. They're this, they're that. Like why? Like all that makes no sense at all.
Yeah. DJ Faye says Lash is going to whip Trick. No Diddy. He said for lucky.
Oh wow.
Jordan
Grace.
And then King Reezy said, "Holy Jordan Grace just popped up on NXT."
Yeah.
Man, I'm about to get the fuck off here with y'all because you niggas is spoiling shit.
King Reezy said, "Yeah."
Oh my bad.
I'm not trying to hear this shit right now. I want to watch this shit. I just turned it.
I'm watching it right now. I'm sitting there trying to see how to watch it. I gotta play right now. Yeah, Jordan Grace showed up on.
I just turned the game back on my. I turned the game on my TV. Because me and my ex-girlfriend, we've been arguing about this series. She wants Dallas to win. I want Minnesota to win. So it's one more fucking thing for us to argue about, even though we ain't together no more. So I'm trying to make sure Minnesota wins so I can talk a little shit tonight. And then
honestly,
you niggas spoil NXT.
So for me, the playoffs been over 2 weeks last week. 2 weeks, I'm saying that's when the playoffs over for me. You know what I'm saying? So I'm waiting. Absolutely. So you know what I'm saying? So
I love basketball.
I do too. No, I do too. So I'm gonna watch the finals, and I'm glad Indiana got swept. That's good for them. Now I just hope that the winner of the West beats Boston. I just don't want Boston to win at all.
I actually want Boston to win.
I want Luka to win it all. It needs to be a white man's league.
Fuck Luka.
It's a white man's league. Everybody got to accept
Luka. Fuck Kyrie. Fuck anything up north I-45 from me.
You from Texas?
That I know. I live in Texas, nigga. I'm from New Orleans.
Same thing.
Y'all
both eat gumbo and got your own language.
Hey, difference is though the shit that they ate, the shit that they like to eat, we invented. So it's a major difference.
But yo, Si, you want to hear something crazy? Mercedes got booed last night out the building. You heard?
Wait, after she won the title, or before she came in the ring?
The whole match.
The whole match, she got booed. Yo, it's crazy, man. Yo,
but you got to think about it though. Like you got to think about it though.
But the crazy thing about it is that it's not well. From what Eric Bischoff was saying, what fans were saying concerning her promo work and the way she came back, like,
yeah, the promos killed her because she is not a good talker.
See, this is the thing. She's getting, she can cut a good promo, but I think that she needs the bullet points and the outline or whatever before she go out there. You can't just let her go out there with a live mic and say go cut a promo. Yeah, that's not who she is. If you give her at least the outline, bullet points, like I need you to hit this, this, and this, and the other person is like, okay, I'm gonna feed you this, and this, and then you get your bullet. Like she could do a structured promo. I think where she really got exposed here in AEW is because I'm not sure if they have structured promos like WWE had. Yeah. So it's like you asking her to go out there and do for 2 months what's not her strong point. Her strong point is wrestling in the ring. She's a storyteller inside that 20 by 20. She's not a storyteller with the microphone in her hand. Well, she's not as good of a storyteller, I'll say. So when you're asking her to go out there and do something that she's not that good at, well, then she's not going to look that great. But her presence and her aura and just her being who she is and people following behind her is going to bring eyes to the TV. So even if she is on TV cutting bad promos, people are going to tune in because they want to see her. And then there's a small portion of it, I'm just tuning in for the train wreck. So, I mean, you got to get what you get when you make a move like that. And to the people that saying, well, she was cleared in December, being cleared to wrestle and being actually able to wrestle are two totally different things. If you've never been an athlete before and they say, hey, you're ready, that time between your doctor saying you can go back on the field and participate in activities to the point where you're actually ready, it's a time in between that, and people need to realize that.
It's crazy that you said that because it seems like Darby didn't listen to his doctor last night.
Yeah, you said he was wrestling on one foot.
Man watched the he limped the whole match. He had a boot on.
Right, but even to Main's point, like he's absolutely right because even me, like you know what I'm saying, like I played basketball my whole life, and I you know what I'm saying, being out here in Atlanta, you know what I'm saying, like it's hard to find people that play like how I'm used to playing in New York. So I don't get that, you know what I'm saying, every day to play all the time. So I just played in the tournament, I want to say like 2 weeks ago, and for me not touching a ball or doing anything in a year to say, all right, I'm about to play in this tournament, I'm like, oh, it's half court, it's easy, but like everything I felt like I was going in slow motion. I'm like, wait, not hold on, time out. Like you know what I'm saying? So he's absolutely right when it comes to that. Like, just because you can play, don't mean that, you know what I'm saying, you still got to do the little work and the behind the scenes stuff before you can say, all right, well, I can play, but you know what I'm saying, I'm ready to play. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So
DJ Faze said, Willow. So DJ Faze, please just elaborate a little bit on this. If you're still with us. He says Willow trashed Mercedes Moné in the last promo. Also, DJ Faze says Darby had a face mask, 1 foot, and flamethrower, and still came to work.
Wait, but this is the thing, though. Here's the thing. Darby also had thumbtacks on his face mask to guard his nose. So, but this is the thing. If you're dealing with a broken foot, that's one thing. But when you're dealing with the type of ankle fracture or whatever that she had that could have literally ended her career, and you're trying to come back from that, that's different. I'm not trying to like prop her up or make excuses or diminish what Darby is doing or nothing like that. I'm just trying to explain like that's two different types of injuries on two totally different types of wrestlers. Yeah. That you can't compare apples and potatoes. You know what I'm saying? You got a fruit and a fucking vegetable that you're trying to compare. So you got to make sure you compare apples to apples. But what like Main One was saying, you can be used to doing something for years, not do it for a while, and then try to pick it back up, and it's not gonna feel right to you. Yeah. Like I did the same thing like about a year or so ago. My boss said, "Hey, if somebody could go out back in the hoop and make a shot, I'll give everybody an extra day off or some shit like that." And they wanted me to do it. I was like, "Nah, I retired, bro. I ain't even
Oh,
picking."
no. We'll see. That's what we differ because my jump
I
shot
retired.
is immaculate. That's never going anywhere. So jump
But
shot
look,
will be there. But
after they did everything and they missed the shot and nobody got the extra day off, I picked it up and said, I'm gonna shoot one time, and I'm putting the ball back down. I shot it, made it, and walked right back into my office and closed and locked my door. They was pissed. They was pissed because they was like, "Nigga, we could have had an extra day off had you shot." And I was like, "It don't matter to me because I wasn't gonna work that Saturday regardless. So I don't care if y'all got the day off or not.
Right.
I was off. Whether y'all working or not, I was off. So it ain't up to me. But it's just one of them things, man, where you got to knock off ring rust. And the biggest thing coming back from injury, you have to be mentally ready.
But hold on a second. But when it comes to Mercedes Moné, Mercedes Moné was working internationally.
But she got hurt. She only worked
but she got hurt, right? Right, she got hurt, and after she got hurt, she wasn't doing anything.
Right, but she was working internationally, and the other thing is, because I agree, like her biggest, like what her selling point is her in-ring work, but what worked for her in WWE, her promos did work for her in WWE. It's just the way that
black and gold
it was like. I mean, I'm on the main roster. It was good. Because how her and Bayley did their run together, like the best part of her run with her and Bayley was really Sasha. It wasn't really Bayley. Bayley was just there. Like with a title.
We gonna talk about Bayley in a second, but Maine has a valid point. Like he said earlier, like WWE has talking points where they're like, all right, well, we're gonna touch base on that. You know what I'm saying? So that kind of helped her a lot. You know what I'm saying? Where, like I said, if you're like, all right, well, we want you to say this, or when I say that, you can retort to that. Like, honestly, one big
Jay, your mic is cutting.
Yeah, I think his mic is cutting again. But no, I kind of get where he was coming from though, because like I was saying, when you have that structured promo and you kind of have the talking points and everything, it's a little bit easier because a person knows exactly what they're supposed to say and what's going to get said back to them. So it's a little bit easier for you to go back and forth. Whereas in AEW, it's okay, let's go out there and do this, or we may talk about it, but there's no, I don't know. I can't speak to this or nothing. I will have to try to ask some people who are in the know and everything and get the answers from them. But from what I understand, it's not as structured as WWE promos are. So there's a lot of give and take and just, go out there and do what you do. And she's not, I put it to you like this. Mercedes will benefit from taking like improv acting classes. Because improv acting makes you talk and react on the fly in any given situation. And so it makes you kind of come up with stuff quick and just react and still be entertaining. Right. Stuff like that would help her. And a low-key reason why Cody Rhodes is so good, and he knew he could be this good all along, is because Cody tried to be an actor and he took a lot of acting classes. Right. And he was a legit state champion wrestler who got a scholarship to Penn State, which is one of the top wrestling schools in the country. So not only is he a legit actual championship level amateur wrestler, but he took acting classes. So it's like when you combine the two, and given who his dad and his brother was, it was like there is no reason why this guy shouldn't succeed. Whereas you look at Mercedes, and it's like she wanted this so bad for so long, and she worked on everything, but she has this one little flaw that if she improves on it, she'll be so complete. Like, it'll be worth it.
Yeah. But I just want to say this though, just to kind of like add into this. So the thing is that even when you look back at the golden era of wrestling, right? A lot of times they didn't. Sometimes they had talking points. Sometimes they didn't. One thing when I watched Rowdy Piper's interview. I'm sorry, not interview, documentary. They had a documentary on Rowdy Piper.
The Legend series, the biography one?
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Those are actually really good.
Right. And he talked about writing his own promos and putting his promos together. And so in the golden era, there were times in the golden era where they would write their own promos. They, Vince McMahon said, I'm going to give you some screen time and, get out there and say, what you need to say in order to build for the match. And I think that now I get like the talking points do help. They help a whole lot because they help you to stay on track on really just giving everybody an idea of what's going on and what is your pursuit and what is your goal. But on the other hand, it's just like I feel like with those skills that were learned in NXT and in WWE, those should have been, transferable. She should have been able to carry that over to AEW and internationally. Like she should be carrying that stuff over there, even if the person that she's going one to one on the mic is not doing the same thing. You can see the same thing with CM Punk. You can see the same thing with Edge when Edge was going back and forth with what's the guy name? Ant?
Ricky Starks?
Yeah, right. Like even when they were going back and forth, that was great. But you could tell like they were able to get in that zone where they were able to do that back and forth, even though, you know what I'm saying, like they got some flack for it. But the fact that they were able to do it that way, you know what I mean? So I think that she should have been able to kind of like really, be in that. I think she should be at that caliber in some capacity.
She should. Now, so I got 2 points. So with the second point, I want to get you guys' opinion on it. So I went to Dolph Ziggler. He had like a little comedy show, a couple years ago, and I went, and it was an up-and-coming wrestler there. And he was like, "Yeah, I want to be a wrestler." So Dolph was like, "Okay, cut a promo right now." And the guy put that promo, and I'm like, "Yeah, you need to kind of something." So it's honest, it's actually harder than a lot of people think. You know what I'm saying? But again, it's something that if you don't work on, or train, or just you're trying to own your craft, you can't get better at it. That's the first point. So second point, I want to get y'all opinion on something that me and Sai was talking about it, I think last week. So Vince Russo goes on air, or he on a podcast, somewhere he said it, and he said Bayley should not be in the WWE because of her poor promo skills.
I don't,
and I highly disagree.
Vince Russo, not long ago, came out and said himself that he doesn't love professional wrestling, blah, 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 blah. Basically saying he's just doing this podcast and all this stuff to make a check because he got bills to pay. Anytime you get a person that is doing something just to pay bills, they're going to say whatever they're going to say to get those clicks and views, to get those bills paid. So
right back.
Exactly. I take what Vince Russo says with a grain of salt. Like,
don't do Ryback like that, man.
Ryback is trash.
What do you say, man? Ryback is just Ryback. 15 minutes of fame was up 10 years ago, and he's still trying to reclaim it. So
that's my guy on TikTok, man. That's my guy on TikTok.
Come on, man. Why are you giving Ryback so much flack, man? I like Ryback.
That's what he's. That's what. No, so Ryback. Okay, so Ryback's issue is he has the CM Punk syndrome. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Where he's so bitter with WWE that, you know what I'm saying, anytime that they do anything, like he has always something negative to say about it. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
it's like
Jay, I'm not trying to interrupt you, but I want you to continue with your point, but I just have to ask this question. But is he wrong for being a little bit bitter with WWE, especially the way that they handled him?
Yeah,
no.
Well,
he's fucking trash.
He wasn't good. He wasn't good.
He was trash, man. He was dumpster juice. Bro, I could wrestle. My old broken ass could wrestle my son and put on a better fucking match than Ryback could with CM Punk in the ring. That's how
I'm telling you.
And honestly, and it's
you can wrestle just like Omar's.
It's honestly because of his body build. Because again, because it was true. Because Vince like is jacked up. You know what I'm saying? Because
exactly.
he even tried to build up. What was it Mason? Whatever his name was, something Mason.
Mason Ryan.
I know who you're talking about.
Mason Ryan. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the guy that just
he was like,
disappeared
Mason Ryan is the next guy. He tried to make
He didn't disappear. It was two of them.
Right, so he
one
tried
of
to
them
make
was like a.
Tried to make.
One of them was a buff dude from like the UK or something, and the other one I think is a woman now.
All right, what was the one that was
Tyler
Rex?
Yeah,
that okay, my bad. Wrong one. Okay,
yeah, Mason Ryan just disappeared.
He went back to the UK. I think he over in Europe or something now.
Mason Ryan was the guy that was in the Nexus.
Mm-hmm. He could have been a good fit in AEW.
So real quick, DJ Faye says Vince Russo said he made WCW better.
Yeah, with the new blood.
Oh
The new
man,
blood.
that's hilarious. Now
The
that's
new
funny.
blood.
DJ,
Yo, before we
honestly,
switch subjects,
he
man.
Vince Russo.
DJ Faye says, if you believe him, then you need to start watching wrestling. Yo, listen. I don't even know where Vince Russo even got that idea that he made wrestling better. Vince Russo made it worse. Vince Russo, people blame Hogan. It was not Hogan. It was Vince Russo made promos better. WCW went under the way it went under.
Hey, I'm gonna be honest with you.
Had
Hogan and them had they contributed to it. Vince Russo, he was a cat. All of them contributed to it.
I think Hogan. See, this is my take on it, and this is the reason why I say this. Hogan had some contribution to it. Hogan, Nash, and Hall, they did have some contribution. But when you look at the situation, if you're the boss, you're running the show, and you say, if you use my character, I have creative control. Okay, so what we'll do in this storyline that evolves around the world heavyweight title, we won't use your character. We'll use your character with someone else, right? And then we'll have another character there. So when you're having this feud with this other character, you can have all the creative control you want. So this program that we got right here, you're not messing it up. What you're gonna do with your creative control, you can have that to the side. And then here it is. In a world title picture, you're not messing up the flow. Vince Russo had that ability to do that, and if Hogan and if Nash had a problem with that, he could have been diplomatic enough to say, "Listen, you have creative control, and part of your creative control is messing up the development of what we're trying to do. Because after you guys are retired and you're gone, and you guys made your money, we still need to run this company. So the only time I'm gonna utilize you guys in these major story arcs is when I have room for you to interject your creative control." He could have did that, but he didn't do that.
He couldn't though, because the contract gave Hogan creative control. It didn't give Russo the power to trump Hogan's creative control. He had creative control over everything.
No, only over his character. Only over his character.
But I'm saying though, like that's what I'm saying. If he's involved in the storyline, then that's where he is. And if he's the champion, then he has control over that. And he was the champion for a good portion of that. Yeah. And a lot of the stuff that he was involved in, he politicked and made it to where he would be involved in storyline. It was kind of like he used his creative control as a political tool to make sure he was involved in everything. And then when you get not only Hogan, but then you get other guys who have certain rights and whatnot, and different things like that. And another thing that helped them go out of business faster was there was a contract clause. It's called favored nations, basically, where if another wrestler comes in and signs, these wrestlers who have that clause in their contract can negotiate for more money. I want to get paid more than this guy. So every time they would bring somebody in and they would pay him good money, those Scott Hall, Kevin Nash, Hogan, they would, okay, I want more.
Yeah, to get a raise.
Right. So
like when Bret Hart came, like when they heard Bret Hart was getting that 5. Whoa.
Bringing it back to AEW and kind of, transitioning, it's like when people say AEW is going to be the WCW of this generation, I don't believe that, because I think that Tony Khan is smart enough to know that I can't keep losing money and I have to make sure I stay profitable. So he's just from a business standpoint, he's not going to let it fail by letting it bleed out. That's what the WCW was starting to bleed out, but then the executives at Turner no longer Time Warner, no longer felt it was profitable, so they were like, get this shit off our channel. Tony Khan is in a situation where it's like, I got money to back this, I just need the platform to like get it out there to the masses. So I don't think that they're going to be the WCW of this generation. I think that they're going to be a lot more successful and be a lot more established as that number 2 to WWE's undisputed number 1. I just think that it's going to take them some tweaking and everything, and nobody is going to 100% like your product, but I like the direction that they're going in, and I hope that they keep improving.
I love it. Shout out to Will Ospreay too, man.
DJ Faye says Jeff Hogan, he has creative control over his character and the title. He said he was going to get his lawyer involved to sue WCW. He said it in the Dark Side of the Ring. So this is the thing, right?
That's true.
This is the thing. Hogan did have that control. Hogan had the control of his character, because even Bischoff said it, Bischoff, they all mentioned it was like he has creative control over his character. He was a champion and he wasn't major story arcs, right? That is true. And in the time when he was in those major story arcs and he was, put in those areas where he was in the forefront of those situations, the truth of the matter is, at that time, that's when WCW was at its height. A lot of times when Hogan was in the forefront, WCW was at its height. Now, when we look at the issues that really stemmed around Hogan actually taking creative control, really hindering certain things that happened, the only thing that I can look at, there's certain things that I can look at, but it wasn't really like, so for instance, when Hogan lost the title and they were at a point where they actually had that big reset and Vince Russo wanted to put the title on Jeff Jarrett and he wanted to put the title on Booker T and Scott Steiner, that was like the best moment to really create and keep making new stars when they had the whole New Blood angle. That's the best time. And that was the time Vince Russo kind of was just like going at odds with Hogan. He was like, listen, man, this is not like, your angle, your character has ran its course. It's time for you to step back and let other guys, start, carrying the weight. And Hogan was like, all right, we'll do it. But then Hogan wanted to go out a certain way because, again, we're talking about Hogan. We're talking about a guy who made this company money, but not only made this company money, but was able to help this company compete with his former brand. Like, how was he not given somewhat of a lead? But nonetheless, I understand the problem.
So the issue is
from there, Vince Russo didn't make the company better. Like it just went down under. You got, David Arquette as world champion, and not only that, but not worse than David Arquette, you had Jeff Jarrett as champion. No, who wanted Jeff Jarrett as a champion? Nobody.
Right. So here's the thing. Like, saying Vince Russo's issue initially when he first went to WCW. Was he was taking everything he did in WWE and bringing it to WCW, like, So he was bringing all his ideas and trying to like recycle them in WCW, which was the first downfall. Secondly, like we said,
Hogan had creative control.
Because like we've seen it already. So why are you trying to, really do like how you did something that was great and you're like, oh my God, that was perfect. It worked. I'm so glad let's do it again. And you try to do the same. You can't do it in professional wrestling because we're like, okay, we've seen it. So let's say he'd have had it. Like he tried to make Vampiro like the Undertaker. Like
wait, hold on, Jay. Just stay right there. I just want to bring something to you because I just seen this the other night. So Sami Zayn is literally redoing the same storyline he did with the Bloodline, but only with Chad Gable. I sat there and I watched it. I'm sitting there watching my wife, and I'm like, yo, that's the same thing that happened with Jey Uso in the Bloodline. He's doing it with Chad Gable and Otis. I'm like, it works.
No, it's different. It's different.
It's a little different. The only difference is he didn't join them. But other than that, remember, Sami Zayn was trying to get Jay to leave the Bloodline and join him. He was trying to convince him, like, leave him. He's no good. You don't need to be with him. And he's now doing the same thing with Otis.
Yeah, but Roman wasn't smacking Jay. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't physically assaulting Jay like Jack Gable. And then outside of that, you say Roman isn't 5'3". You know what I'm saying?
You say he wasn't smacking Jay. What you mean he wasn't smacking Jay around?
Nah, he wasn't smacking the way
he did.
Chad Gable was smacking Otis. Nah.
Well, the way I see,
but Jay, you still see the same exact thing.
No, you're right. It's similarities. You're right, but it's not the same thing. You know what I'm saying? But to go back to my point, so like I said, so Vince Russo did that, and it's hard. I mean, like you said, Hogan had creative control over his character. Cool, but Goldberg had creative control over his character. Kevin Nash had creative control over his. Scott had creative control over his. So these are your top four guys. You know what I'm saying? So so in order to make, the business work, you gotta have one of your top guys fight each other. And if they're like, no, I'm not gonna lose this match, or I'm not doing that, then it's not. Imagine
it's not gonna work for me, brother.
Imagine, right? So
it's not gonna work for me, brother.
So imagine. So let's just imagine.
Okay, Jay. I don't want to interrupt you because I feel like you're in a good place. I just want to add to what you're saying and just ask questions, right? But Jay, what about? But Jay Hogan wasn't the only person that did that.
No. I'm not saying he's not, but I'm just saying like when you got four of your top guys in your company who have creative control, who doesn't want to lose or who don't want to do certain things, you're like, all right, yo, Hogan, I need you to fight Goldberg. We kind of think you need to drop the belt to Goldberg. I'm not doing that, brother. All right, Goldberg. Look, Hogan don't want to drop the belt to you, so we want you to win by disqualification. No, I'm winning. You guys, someone winning the championships. I need to win the belt. So that's conflicts. Now you got to change the whole card because nobody wants to agree. So again, let's just say. Let's take it to basketball. Let's just say the Phoenix Suns right now. Devin Booker, Bradley Beal, and Kevin Durant. They all have creative control over their career, right? Okay. Kevin Durant is shooting 1 for 15 from the field, and he is off. You know what I'm saying? So, but you got another guy on the Suns who's cooking. Durant's like, you know what? Nah, I'm going back in right now. The coach can't tell him no because he has creative control of his career. So, you know what I'm saying? So he goes in. And he continues to miss it to get his team out of it. You know what I'm saying? So he sits down. The bench brings the team back. So now instead of them being down by 10, by 20 down 10. Now Durant's like, all right, I can come back now. I can score 10 points. But then he keeps missing. You know what I'm saying? So now you can't build a successful company or anything if you tell certain your top guys that, hey, this is what we need to do or this direction we're trying to go, and they're like, no, I'm not doing that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's a lot to it, man. That like back then, like looking back on the business and where it was, and then looking at what we know now, and looking at how we realize things are supposed to be, and you look back and you're like, man, that was some crazy shit that they was dealing with.
Yeah.
Right.
How did they make it work for that long and was able to overtake WWE is amazing. But I think a lot of light is going to be shed on WCW and the downfall and this new thing that I believe is The Rock and $7 is pairing with. I can't remember if it's Netflix or somebody, but they're pairing with somebody to make the downfall of WCW documentary.
Yeah, with Vice.
Yeah, so
okay, with Vice.
DJ FaZe, he has a poster right now. I have it posted up. He says, I'm waiting for the Who Killed WCW doc on Vice to see who really killed it.
Right. So Brian Gewirtz, who The Rock hired to help
DJ
him out.
FaZe that now. That's the image I was gonna go, but
what happened was they made sure that they talked to a guy who he wrote some book about the downfall of WCW, and they used that guy's book as like the backdrop for making this documentary because they didn't want it to be a WWE based documentary because you saw when WWE made the WCW documentary. Right, it's more of an objective outsider looking in kind of point of view, like what really happened.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly,
and I think that's going to shed a lot more light on the subject and what actually killed WCW than what WWE put out.
Honestly, I can tell you what killed WCW. I said it on the show numerous times. Now, to touch base with DJ FaZe said, I was going to use LeBron as an example, but I couldn't because LeBron already has creative control of his career. You know what I'm saying? Who tells the coach when to play him, who to play, who to bring in, you know what I'm saying? So LeBron would have been a bad example. But I can tell you exactly, and I said it numerous times on the show, what was the downfall for WCW? Number one, they watered down NWO. You know what I'm saying? When NWO first came, you know what I'm saying, you have that distinct group and you keep it how it is. But when they started adding everybody and their mama into the NWO, they're like, all right, we got too many people in there. Let's kind of like branch it off. So you had NWO Wolfpack, you had NWO, LWO. You had all these different branches of NWO, and then when you put Disco Inferno and Scott Norton,
Disco Inferno was the best part of NWO. Don't you dare bring
Disco like that, man.
Mud on his name.
Anywho, then
shout out to Scott Norton, man.
So then for me, like, and this is a big one for me because WCW took away the competition from the Monday Night Wars because, like I said, for me, when you had Nitro from 8 to 10, from 8 to 10, and then again from 10 to midnight, so I can watch the first hour of WCW from 8 to 9. When Raw come on, I'm locked in. I'm watching Raw. So then when Raw goes off, I can go back and watch Nitro and pick up where I left off. It's just not watching replay. I'm not watching it live anymore. So I can watch the replay. So yeah, you're getting views, but you're not getting that live viewership. You know what I'm saying? So now you're not making fans choose. Okay, well, what I want to see? I want to see. So you can say, okay, Hogan versus Goldberg in the main event. Oh, so I want to see that. Yeah, but Austin's fighting Rock. All right, I'm gonna watch Austin and Rock, and then I'll go back at what I'm saying when Raw goes off, and I'll watch that Goldberg versus Hogan match.
But you know what? Real quick, 2 comments, and then I'm gonna just say one thing and let you guys continue on. It comes on. He said it comes on Vice next Tuesday, June 4th. He says it was 100 NWO members.
Yeah, I think the only person who didn't join NWO. Only person that didn't join NWO was Mongo McMichael.
But let me say something real quick. No, because Flair didn't join, Chris Benoit didn't join.
But they were in the Horsemen. But you think about it, everybody
Booker T never joined NWO.
Yes, he did.
He did. Yes, he did. I'm sure. Let's go back and find it. I'm sure he was in NWO something.
No,
Stevie Ray was in NWO.
In WWE, he was.
Stevie Ray was in NWO.
You're right.
In WWE, Booker T joined the NWO. He's still an honorary member.
Listen. Disco Inferno had more NWO benefits than Booker T did.
Scott Norton, baby. Shout out Scott Norton.
Let's say this real quick. But truth of the matter is, like, even when we look at like what killed WCW, right? The ratings went down, but they only went down by like a certain margin. Like, I mean, Raw was killing them in ratings like by like 2 or 3 million viewers. You know what I'm saying? But they were still getting ratings. The thing about it, like, they were still getting like 3 million people watching them like every Monday. The truth of the matter was, and this is my personal opinion, what really killed WCW was Ted Turner was just like, I don't care anymore. Because Ted Turner just didn't want to invest in it. It wasn't like they were really losing a lot of money, because they still had people that were still watching the product and still investing into it. Ted Turner just didn't want to invest in it anymore. I think the difference between Ted Turner and Tony Khan is that Tony Khan is more invested. When Ted Turner decided to pick up WCW and buy it and bring it on to WCW, bring it on to TNT, was when Ted Turner was like, you know what? I want to go head to head. I want to invest in the wrestling business and try my hand at it. Because when you look at the documentary of why Ted Turner actually purchased WCW, he was like, I'm a billionaire, got a lot of money. Let me try this. He just wanted to try it and to see.
Hey, real quick before I leave, y'all, I'm going to leave y'all with this. Ted Turner knew how profitable the wrestling business was because he had owned the Superstation since its inception, basically. Mm-hmm. What happened was he saw how much more profitable he could be if he owned WCW and how bigger he could make it. And he did turn it very profitable. Mm-hmm. Ted Turner got tired of owning all of that. And when he sold it and merged with AOL Time Warner and he let them decide what was going on, they no longer wanted to pay to have wrestling on their network because they thought we can show reruns of movies and make just as much money with much less headache. AOL Time Warner killed WCW because they stopped wanting to fool with it. Ted Turner had already pulled his money out of it and was like, hey, that's whatever y'all gonna do, do. I done sold it. I got my money. I'm good. That's y'all company now. AOL Time Warner was like, you know what? We don't want wrestling on TV no more. So they essentially killed their own product and then sold it off for pennies on the dollar when they could have actually kept it and done better with it. They didn't feel like fooling with it, so they didn't want it. They didn't understand wrestling. They didn't understand the audience, the game, none of that. So they actually, it was that merger and him selling off that part of the company that actually really killed WCW, if we really want to talk about it. Yeah. But I think when that documentary comes out next week, it'll show more of the machinations that happen behind the scenes, because they talk to executives of AOL, Time Warner, WCW, and whatnot. So they got down to the nitty-gritty of what actually killed the company. And I think that's when we're gonna get a lot more answers next week.
Oh, but I got breaking news for y'all. Okay. Yeah, your AEW women's roster is about to get a major star.
Who? Nikita Lyons?
Nah, Alicia Fox.
Oh shit.
Are you serious? You're lying.
Yes.
Jay, you lying.
Yes.
Wow. Jay, you lying.
Nah, but she has been killing on the indies though her last couple matches. I'm not
Alicia Fox? You talking about WWE?
Yes, she had a fire match.
She came back as I think her new name is like Crow something.
Yeah. She had a fire match
Vic
against
Crow
Mickey
or
James.
something like that. Yeah.
She's still wrestling?
Yeah, she fired.
She just started back like within the last month or so, right? How?
Yeah.
She literally just started back, and she had been working at one of the training centers or something, helping out, and that's how she ended up getting back into the ring. But yeah,
and then she had a match with Mickey James at Mickey James show, and she killed that shit. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, like a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, she
I
killed
saw
that.
some highlights. She looked good though. She does look good. No lie. Like that's a good solid veteran to have in that locker room, especially in that women's division for them. And like I said before, I'm really happy for AEW because they're looking like they're trying to move into the right direction. I just hope that they keep focusing on what do we do to separate ourselves from WWE and give the people a true number 2 that's an alternative to what they see every Monday and Friday night.
Yeah.
Also, on top of Mark Henry departing from AEW, Arn Anderson just departed from AEW as well.
His name is Glock Anderson.
Glock Anderson.
Sorry, Glock Anderson.
Exactly.
Oh,
Yeah.
Arn Anderson Glock is AEW.
Hey,
look,
but
Arn
real quick,
Anderson, Jake Hager is also gone.
Yeah, before I leave y'all, follow me. You can follow me on Twitter. Mama call it Twitter, so I'm gonna call it Twitter. At @D_Jermaine. That's JERMAINE. You look us up, the pods on CDB Multimedia on Apple, Spotify, Google, all that good stuff. You'll see all the pods on the network. I'm tired and I can't name all the pods or all of our fucking sponsors, but yeah,
I'll name them
go look all that up. Appreciate you. I'm gonna text you the list if I can remember. All right, man. But I appreciate y'all having me, man. I really appreciate y'all giving me some time on y'all show tonight.
Yeah, absolutely, man. It was definitely a pleasure having you on, man. Enjoy the conversation, man.
All right, let me go clock in because I got to write some articles.
All right.
All right, man.
All right, man.
But yeah, though, man.
Yeah, so Alicia Fox is back.
Yeah, she's back. I forgot to tell y'all about that.
Listen,
I didn't think she was going to go to AEW.
I know she was back. Yeah.
Home. I thought she was going to go back home. I'm not gonna
lie. Nah, she said
at all. That Mark Henry has left AEW.
Yeah. Well,
nobody
well, Mark Henry ate Jack Hager and Jake Hager. I'm sorry, and Arn Anderson. Now it's crazy because Cody was just saying that he feels he needs a manager. You know what I'm saying, to kind of like spark up his I guess give his characters, you know what I'm saying, a fresh look, kind of like what he had at AEW. So I wonder if but I don't think WWE gonna bring
Arn Anderson.
They don't need to bring his corny ass in with that sweater, that corny ass sweater he used to wear and come out with his clipboard like he a coach. I might need that shit.
Listen, man, every time I see Arn Anderson, I keep thinking about that damn meme where they had his gun.
That promo he cut with Cody was crazy.
That was the last time we seen him on TV.
For real, that's the last time they have on TV.
That promo got him canceled, man. He's talking about killing people. He said he killed the dog in the barn. You take the dog in the back and you shoot him in the head.
So Tony Khan was like, "All right, that's a little bit much. You know, I know we can say what we want, but
yeah, because he said nowadays if a man something tries to assault me in traffic, he said I get my Glock 42, he said drop it behind him and spill his brains all over the sidewalk, and then like the next day, our innocent gun is all." Yeah, Tony Khan was probably like, "Yeah, that's too much. You know, we got to pull this guy.
That's too much. Yeah, you got to pull this guy out of here. You know, Cody ain't here to protect him no more."
Yeah, but if MJF is cutting the promos he's cutting, I mean, come on, man. I mean, really?
Well, cursing and killing people are two different things. You can curse all you want. You can't say you're going to kill somebody.
You can't shoot a dog. He said, take the dog in the barn. He said, what you do when you get an old dog? You take him in the barn and you shoot him in the head.
Whoa.
Wait, so Jay,
that's a bit much.
Wait, so Jay, you can do whatever you want. You just can't kill nobody.
You can't kill nobody. But that promo MJF cut last night, boy. I'm like, whoa.
Yeah, it was good.
What year is this?
You didn't like it?
All these F-bombs. And then he quoted Wolf of Wall Street.
But honestly, that's AEW. You know what I'm saying? Like, again, if MJF would have went to WWE, like what he's saying now, he would never be able to say in WWE.
You would have to wait until Netflix. You would have to wait until Netflix. But there was a rumor. I don't know if this rumor is true. I was reading. I don't know if it's true. You can't believe everything. They said that he did get an offer from WWE, but it wasn't enough money. He went with the bag. They say he's the highest paid. They say he's the highest paid wrestler right now. They say
I can believe that because he's young. You know what I'm saying? So of course, if he gets an offer, and of course, if he went to Tony Khan like, yo, WWE offered me this, like, what y'all think? And Tony Khan like, oh no, hold on, we can't let you go.
Yeah, no, they can't afford to. There's certain superstars they cannot afford to let go. They can't let go of Kenny. They can't let go of the Bucks. They can't let go of Hangman. They can't let go of MJF. They can't let go of Moxley. Like certain people have.
I'm not gonna lie. You could throw Ricky. You could throw Ricky in there too, because if Ricky leaves, that would be a big loss for them. If he leaves and they make him a bigger star than what they make in Okada,
yeah.
But
that would be big Darby. They can't let Darby go either.
But
WWE don't want Darby. They don't want.
I was about to say that he's too high risk.
Yeah,
but
they don't. They won't allow him
Jade.
to do the shit that he wants to do.
Right, and you can even see it with Jade. Like Jade looks so happy now. You know what I'm saying? Like she does. When AEW, of course, she's smiling, but she looks like super excited, super, happy where she is now. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah. It's like the other boy they got over there, Tanesha Shikata. He said he hasn't been happy since he signed to AEW. He said he's been miserable since he signed to AEW.
What's his complaint?
He just doesn't like it. He put out a whole article about.
Wait. Hold on. Is Sexy Red coming out with Trick Williams?
Trick Williams. Yeah, she's
Javon Williams. Unbelievable.
Yeah, she was like doing this. What are you doing, Sexy Red? This is hilarious. I can't believe Sexy Red.
If she comes out twerking to whoop that trick, I'm gonna die.
When she was twerking in the ring, I'm like, oh, they about to censor this.
Yeah,
she started slapping herself in the shit.
What happened?
I just need to see her and Lola Vice. That's it.
See, Lola twerks, but Sexy was real ratchet with it.
She was ratchet with it.
I feel like you guys are a little racist right now because when only the girls are twerking in the ring, ain't none of y'all say nothing. As a matter of fact, whatchamacallit, there was a girl who just actually twerked like not too long ago. She was twerking
on Shayna Baszler.
Yeah, the chick that Shayna Baszler was fighting.
Yeah, Jada Parker. No, not Jada Parker. Lola Vice.
Wait, hold on a second. DJ Face says nobody saying anything swerve. I don't like black women Strickland. Oh.
Yeah, we don't talk about him on this show.
Wait, that's what you said last kill Trick. That's what you said last you want to kill Trick. Okay, but hold on a second. What's going on with Swerve? I feel like
I've been telling you what's going on with Swerve.
Like, I mean, you did, but I mean, like, it's almost like I feel like he's not getting no like media, no media press, like no press. Like, I mean, like it's like
you see what happens when the black community not behind
you. So he says he don't like black women.
Yeah, I told you that. He said it in the song.
What he say in the song?
I forgot exactly. He was playing a Rick Ross song, and Rick Ross said it in the song, and then he went to go delete it after.
Oh, he like posted as like a comment on his Twitter, like a clip.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, like a clip.
Speaking of Twitter and people who taking other clips and posting it on an image on their like photos, or I'm sorry, on their not their photos, but they on their Twitters. So Tiffany Stratton.
Oh yeah, she's canceled.
Huh?
She's canceled, bro.
Yo, Tiffany Stratton. Yo, so I read that there was an article. No, there was somebody on YouTube. They posted it up, and I'm like, what are they talking about with Tiffany Stratton? So Tiffany Stratton had a match with Jade Cargill, and and then there was a part in the match where I guess she was hitting Jade Cargill and posted
black bitch.
Yeah, right. And posted a comment from another black girl fighting another black girl and said black, whatever. And she posted that in the video clip, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I ain't gonna lie, you know, Tiffany Stratton. Like when I seen Tiffany Stratton, I was like, she does look like one of those Valley girls. You know what I'm saying? Like she looked like one of those.
And she's dating a German. So
she dating a German dude.
Yeah, Kaisler.
Who's Kaisler? Who's Kaisler?
From Imperium.
Oh, she's dating him.
Yeah.
You talking about whatchamacallit's right hand man?
Yeah, Ludwig Kaiser.
Oh, Kaiser. So I mean, you know, she does look like she could be racist. She looked like one of those white girls who kind of like act racist around her white friends, but then dates black dudes on the low.
Yeah, I like her.
She looked like you say you like. She looks like that. She does. She look like that. When I seen her, I was like, she looked like she could be a freak, but then at the same time, she got like a nasty attitude or like a nasty mouth. Like she looked like one of those kind of white girls that's like she like to be with her own, but then at the same time, like when she get in the right place, she'll get down with a brother. Like for real. She looked like
getting down with a brother is crazy.
She get down with a brother. I feel like she like her new season a little bit. Kaiser ain't gonna last too long. I bet you. How much you want to bet?
He can't fight. Yeah, he can't fight.
No, I ain't talking about that, man. I'm talking about she gonna go to the chocolate train.
Yeah, she might end up with Omar. She might end up with Omar. She might end up with Omar, man.
Yo, I bet she probably might end up with Trick.
Nah, Trick with Lash. Him and Lash.
He will last legend. Nigga ain't gonna last.
Nah, that's gonna last long. You seen her? Ooh, we.
He a Gemini. Ain't gonna last long.
Gemini, man.
Geminis and Pisces are like the biggest playboys, man.
Yo, what was going on last night on? Did you watch Raw? I watched the highlights.
Yeah, I see Raw.
What type of freak shit was Chad Gable on last night, man? I caught Vince McMahon vibe.
Oh yeah.
It reminded me of some Vince McMahon Kiss My Ass Club type shit. I said, well, he took off his belt. I said, what the hell? I said, is Vince back? Vince gotta be back. Somebody snuck Vince through the back door with a sheet over him.
Yo, man.
We need you for this one segment, Vince. That was Vince McMahon.
The spirit of Vince McMahon possessed his body.
Yes.
It was like
the spirit of Vince took over Chad last night.
Like it's time.
He said, "Hold the ropes, hold the ropes."
Yo, I was sitting with my wife. I was like, I hope he don't try to rape him in his ring. I was like, why is he taking over his belt? I hope he don't try to, try to force himself on.
And then he took the belt off so smooth with one hand. That was just so smooth. I was like, oh, he did that on live TV. On live TV. I said, oh man, the ghost of Vince still lives, huh? We just got into the Triple H era. Damn.
Where it was like, he was like, one hand. He's like, oh, this nigga did this before. This nigga
he did this. He was in Pootie Tang mode. He was in Pootie Tang mode. Side-eye tang. Side-eye tang. I said, wait, he must have been practicing or he said, grab the ropes.
What? Yeah.
I said, damn.
I was
he
like,
told him
yo,
to grab the ropes.
I was like, yo. Oh shoot! DJ Faye says you clapping them cheeks, and she going to say the N word in mid process. Yo, but bro, y'all can't tell me Tiffany Stratton don't look like one of those kind of girls, man.
Yeah, she looked like the type that would give you a blowjob and tell you to go pick some cotton.
Yo, y'all talk about the thing she put on her Instagram and she ended up taking it down.
Yeah. Wait, you said things? It was more than one thing.
Oh, the thing she put up about with Jay.
Yeah. Wait, so Tiffany Stratton's on Raw, though, right?
She on SmackDown.
She was SmackDown.
All right.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens.
Because she posted a video and so she knocked Jade off the apron and and the caption in the back said Black B. And she got so much heat for it.
Yeah, because she played herself. Because you white calling another.
I'm here for it.
Black woman, Black B. Come on, B. Yo,
I'm
Sexy Red is out with Trick Williams.
Yeah. I'm waiting for it to twerk. I'm sure it's about to happen soon.
I'm here for it, man. Say all the black bitches you want, Tiffany.
Wait, you don't like black women?
I support you, Tiff.
Wait, so you don't like black women?
I love black women.
She's twerking. She's twerking with a split. She's twerking. She's actually twerking.
Oh my
God! In the middle of the race, she's twerking.
Yeah, I can't believe I knew it.
But you know what they did? You know what they did? You know what they did? You know how they lower the, you know how they raise the camera and they do it like overhead view? That's what they did.
Yeah. They was like,
oh yeah, I see it now. Yeah, I see it now.
They said, okay, enough.
Enough is enough. Enough is enough. Sexy Red.
Save it for Battleground, baby. That's on pay-per-view.
Wait, is Sexy Red supposed to be at Battleground too?
She's the host. Battleground.
Yo, how many Sexy Red appearances? What? Sexy Red need to get a job, man. I mean, come on, man. Why is she at Battleground?
Yo, they ratings about to be crazy.
DJ King Reezy said, he said Chad was bugging. That was weird. King Reezy said Dirty Dom kissing Liv. He's going to be in trouble once mommy get back. And then DJ Faye said how Sexy Red twerking to whoop that trick.
I knew it was gonna happen, but yeah. That kiss at the and the crazy part about it was supposed to be on live TV, but they said
it wasn't.
They said the cameraman kind of like they missed the what you call it for it.
The what?
The cue for it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So they basically they cut they cut the show short.
For what?
On the USA side, like only overseas, I think, seeing that.
Yeah, before they kiss. You know what I'm saying? Before they kiss. So maybe UK, but definitely on Twitter, and the WWE has it on their on the Instagram page. So I guess it was
talking about Liv Morgan kiss Dom.
Yeah. It wasn't on Raw. They cut it off.
Oh, because you posted in the group, and I'm like, Jay, what you talking about? I was like, it was on Raw, but I forgot. Like, you sent me the link, so I'm watching it from that because I'm seeing the whole thing. I'm like, oh shoot, okay, but I didn't know everybody didn't see it though.
Only we seen it. The stream we watch is from UK.
Yeah, right. So I thought they were showing it the same way over here in North America.
Yeah, she about to take the whole Judgment Day over. I've been telling people that, man. She about to take everything from mommy, yo. Her talking to JD.
So somebody wanted me to point out a couple things to you, Si.
Okay, here we go. Okay, Ray-Ban.
So she wanted me to point out that when Drew McIntyre stated that Rhea is the leader of Judgment Day, and the only reason that he decided to step up was because Rhea's out, and Gunther said the same thing. So she wanted me to point those things out to you, and
it's crazy that you mentioned Drew. He's pissed right now. You see that they just announced for the SmackDown episode of here at the Garden on June 28th that Jey Uso's getting another title shot. Then Drew comments underneath the picture. He says, "What the fuck?"
Yo, Drew is wilding.
Yo, he's pissed, bro. Like,
Drew is who I think Lene was a big Drew fan. Like, at first, like, why? But I ain't go for it. Drew is very entertaining. But the crazy part about it is, like, him and Liv, like, they act that thing where they're telling the truth with a lot of stuff.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying, as heels, and it's just like, wow, like. You're heel, but you're actually like you're legit. You're telling the truth on what you're saying. Like what you're saying is that God honest truth.
But the thing is that the truth of the matter is that okay. So that's what I pointed out like a few shows ago. I was like, that was the crazy thing about his character. That's what I liked about it, which makes it so interesting. Is that he's not a heel. He's not really a heel. He's only getting payback and justice for the wrongdoing that was done to him. He's being booed. The reason why he's getting booed by the fans is because the fans are like, listen, this guy is not in that same place anymore. You got to forget, you got to move on, like just move on from it. So he's like, move on from it. Like, I just lost title shots because of this guy. I lost title shots because of the bloodline. Then the same thing with Liv. Liv was like, yo, I was injured and out for a few months because of this girl. And then I come back, I injure her, and now all of a sudden I'm the heel because everybody likes her. So it's just interesting.
Yeah. But it's funny when Drew was like, hold on, he said when the crowd was chanting CM Punk, he's like, oh, I got to address it real quick. He was like, you know what, Punk, you can thank me because he said, wasn't for me, Punk would have had his match. He would have been fired already. He got nowhere else.
That was crazy.
Right. Exactly. He would have been fired and gone already. Yeah, I mean, but the thing about it is that when Drew was saying certain things, Drew was definitely right. But at the same time, it's like, bro, like if you're gonna sit there and hold these grudges and be salty about it, it's like, you know, you look like a crybaby. But I can honestly say this is the first time I've actually liked Drew or enjoyed Drew. Like Drew has definitely winning me over. Do I like Drew better than Jey Uso? No. Would I put the title on Drew before I put it on Jay? No. Do I think Drew will be good as a face? He probably would. I mean, or a heavyweight champion, he probably would. But at the same time, I'm just like, you know, yeah, Drew is cool. Like Drew, you're really finding your stride. But I feel like Drew found his stride a long time ago, and that's when he was like the Scottish Psychopath until he turned to He-Man, and then you know, he had the little gauntlets on his ring, coming out looking like Wonder Woman, a Wonder Woman version of He-Man. It was like, yo, bro, and then he went from that to now being who he is now. But who he is now is really a thing that works for him. And I feel like one thing I like about Drew is that Drew is adaptable, and that's what I'm appreciating about him. Same thing with Seth Rollins. Like these guys are adaptable. I like characters who know how to adapt to the change. Same thing with like Jay. Jay is really adapting to like this place of being, I'm a main event solo performer. I'm adapting, like what I'm saying. He conformed to that role and he's really playing his role to the T, to the point
he's playing it very well.
Yeah, to the point
and
where
I think he's playing it so well that if they put him back with Jimmy, he's gonna lose clout.
He is.
I think so. I mean, eventually, they're gonna do it, but I agree.
It's so crazy. If you go on YouTube and you just type in Jey Uso, right, or you type in Jey Uso, Jey Uso's hot, you see how many YouTubers are fans of wrestling are posting videos about Jey Uso needs to be the champion, or they need to pull a trick on Drew. And I'm like, yo, this is crazy. Like, Jey Uso. Jay is like the only person I feel like is hotter than Jay as a face. There's only two other people, and that's Cody and LA Knight.
Whoa. You think LA Knight is more popular as a face than Jey Uso right now?
Hell yeah.
Okay, so
I disagree.
You know what, Jay? Honestly, in my opinion, honestly, in all reality, no. The reason why I say no, is this: because LA Knight is a Stone Cold Steve Austin ripper.
Oh,
straight
goodness, bro.
And come on, man. You know what? I'm doing a video. That's one of the other videos I'm going to do is about LA Knight. And when I do the video and I put it out, I guarantee you. And I don't even need to explain this to you. You already know he's a ripoff. He's copying everything he's doing. To the vest, to the jeans and boots. Yeah.
Austin never wore boots.
Austin
yes, he did.
He did wear boots.
I mean, he never wore Timberlands.
But he wore boots. It don't matter. It don't matter the brand. He's copying his whole swag. He's taking his whole swag. DJ Face says rumor is Charlotte's about to come back, and DJ Face says also Becky contract is up Saturday.
Her contract is up Saturday, and she's supposed to take a hiatus from WWE for a little bit.
But she said she's not going to AEW though.
Yeah, I was about to say, the rumors it quickly emerged like, oh yeah, she may be going to AEW. She's like, yeah, I'm not doing that.
Only people who got like half a brain will really believe that Becky's gonna go to AEW. Why would she go to AEW?
with her husband still in WWE? Like that would be insane.
Like that was ridiculous. Like
She gonna
people
go there and
started
challenge for the Cartoon Network title, man. You know why?
making
Her name gonna be Rebecca Lynch.
Yeah.
ridiculous. Like ain't nobody like AEW. Like why would you go there? Like the only time you go to AEW, I feel like the only time somebody who's that? Is that Last Legend?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, she mad. Why
Yeah,
she working so hard? She working real hard too.
Because Trick out there with another chick.
She about to get RKO'd by Sexy Red. Watch.
Sexy Red gonna be like,
Sexy Red gonna RKO her.
let me know what she said because she got the mic in her hand like she about to say something.
Oh, let me hear it.
She about to RKO her.
Isn't this the last minutes of the match? I mean, minutes of the pay-per-view? I mean, not the pay-per-view. But
Why is NXT still on at 10:05?
Word, exactly. Like, was this like a 3-hour special? Because it usually ends at
10 o'clock. Yeah,
it is at 10. Okay.
Yeah, they run overtime. Hey, I ain't mad at it.
Yo, why is she as tall as Trick?
Yo, Lash Legend is tall, bro. I seen her in person at Wally.
Yeah, she is.
She's tall.
How tall is she?
No, she gotta be 5'11".
Ethan Page just showed up.
I seen Ethan Page.
Who the heck is Ethan Page? Why the
Ethan
lights
Page is
go
on
out?
NXT? Nah.
Oh, wow.
Nah.
Ethan Page is on NXT?
Yeah.
Nah, get the hell out of here.
Who's Ethan Page?
He was in AEW. He was with tag team with Scorpio Sky. He's fire, bro.
Yeah, that's him right here.
Or is it Sammy Guevara?
No, it's not.
That's Ethan Page. It's Ethan Page.
Oh, it is Ethan Page. Yo, I wanted this for him. Yes.
Yo, that's crazy.
Yo, Ethan Page is the truth, son.
I about to
He
say,
got
I don't
mic
know who
work.
it is,
He
but
can wrestle.
Oh wow.
He's the truth. He was tag teaming with Scorpio Sky. He's the truth.
Oh wow. Okay, I gotta take out his stuff there.
Yeah, he's the truth. So they got
Yo,
Jordan Grace and Ethan Page.
Word.
Wait, so but Jordan Grace is only like.
Nah, I think it's a one-off.
Yeah, I think it's a one-off. You know, it'd be cool if Dolph Ziggler won the whatchamacallit title and came back to NXT WWE.
What title? What title? The TNA World title?
Yeah.
Well, they got him and his brother as the
separate.
tag team. They got him and his brother going for the tag team titles now.
Well, I mean, but yeah, I mean, yeah, that'd be cool with him and his brother, but he already got the AAA title and the global, the New Japan Global.
Nah, he lost that belt, I think.
The global?
Yeah, I think David Finlay got that back. I think.
Nah, last I remember, he still got it.
They just had a pay-per-view. I think he lost. I
Hold
could
on a
be
second.
wrong.
Let me see.
Somebody got their belt back. Zack Sabre Jr. Dolph Ziggler was the television champ, right? The New Japan television.
He was the global
All right.
New Japan Pro Global Wrestling Champ.
Then I think he still got it. Because I know Zack Sabre Jr. got his belt back.
Yeah, he's the. Oh yeah, you're right. David Finlay got his belt back.
See?
Yeah.
Bum ass David Finlay. They really like him over there. He's a bum. The other Finlay boy that signed to NXT, Finlay's other son,
Yeah.
Way better than him. The younger Finlay, he just signed to NXT.
Wait, so this belt is like fairly new. Like it's supposed to be the second belt underneath the actual world championship.
Yeah, so AEW, Tony Khan is talking about adding some new belts to AEW too. More belts.
How many
for the
belts
women's tag titles and the women's trios.
Oh, okay. So
yeah, I heard that.
Women's titles he's adding?
Women's tag title and women's trios. I don't know what women trios he's gonna put together. Yeah, I see. NXT is definitely cooking. Ethan Page, yo, I'm telling you, that's a good look, yo.
Oh, he's
if they get Sammy Guevara now, I know he's a knucklehead and an asshole and all this shit.
Yeah, you think there's a chance on him?
Well, they gotta put him in. He gotta leave AEW being that Sasha's there.
He already left. They fired him.
Oh, they fired him. Oh,
they fired Sammy Guevara.
Why?
Oh, after the whole thing with Jeff Hardy when he gave him concussion.
Yeah.
How did he give Hardy a concussion?
They took a bump and Hardy got concussion. Sammy continued with the match while Hardy was out of it. He hit him with a finisher while he was concussed.
Oh, I mean,
and that got a major. I think that was a major issue why Matt and Jeff didn't re-sign to AEW.
Oh wow.
AEW lost a lot these last couple months. Kenny just had surgery, and don't tell him how long he's gonna be out even longer now. Sammy got gone. Ethan Page is gone.
Wow.
Eddie Kingston's hurt.
Wait, so who was Ethan? So Ethan Page was a tag because I remember Ethan Page, but who was he tagged with again?
Scorpio Sky.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so I haven't seen matches.
They're taking a big bump. Darby's crippled. Adam Cole's not cleared to wrestle. Yeah, he's still limping. Eddie's hurt.
DJ Faye says that the WWE women's getting a new title on the main roster.
They're supposed to be having like or women's intercontinental title, one or the other.
Yeah, they do the women's intercontinental. That'd be like pretty dope. But you know,
because they already do it in their game. They do it in the video game. So
what video game? You talking about
WWE 2K? Yeah, they do it.
2K23. Yeah.
They have a women's intercontinental championship
and a women's United States.
If you do if you do my rise with the women,
I mean, the game added it itself, or
into the story mode.
It's in storyline.
Oh, for real? Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
They crowned Becky as the first.
Of course.
I mean, not Becky, Bailey. I'm sorry, Bailey.
Oh God, here we
go.
Yeah. Even worse. Like,
but yeah, AEW. That's a big loss. Ethan Page that's a big loss. I don't care anybody say they don't need him. AEW need everybody they can right now because I don't know what the hell's going on with Kenny. I know he just had surgery again on his stomach. Mm-hmm. Adam Cole came out last night limping. Darby came out last night limping. Eddie Kingston's done. Hangman's on his ranch drinking moonshine and riding horses. I don't know what's going on over there.
Wow. Interesting. Well, it's the hour 138 mark. It's time for us to pack it up. I gotta eat some ribs.
Yeah, good show. Yeah, me too.
Definitely a good show. I definitely enjoyed it.
Where you going?
Because we keep going, we're gonna be on here for like another hour. All right, guys. Yeah, so we're gonna go live again Friday.
Wait, we can do Friday.
No, as a matter of fact, I'm gonna be out of town. I go
All right.
But Maine, you want to go live?
We'll probably do Saturday to recap SmackDown. Oh, also speaking of SmackDown, for y'all fans, I actually met Thomas and I found out what MFT stands for. So
I was right?
What? You probably were right.
No, MILF fucking Tongan, right? That's what it is, right?
Yeah, motherfucking Tonga, yeah.
Oh, I thought it was MILF.
Nah, motherfucking Tonga.
Oh.
What?
Oh, yeah, I can't wait for Netflix then when they announce that.
With Tonga got like a thing for milk?
Nah, but I thought that's what MFT meant. That's his name, MFT Tonga. So I can't wait for Netflix when they announce that. Now coming to the ring, motherfucking Tonga.
Word.
I mean, that's like the soft version of Seth Effin Rollins.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was thinking that same thing when you said it.
Yeah. All right, guys, we thank you for joining us for another edition of Wrestling Talks and Thoughts. If you guys are catching this on a replay, drop a comment in the comment section below. Also, subscribe to the channel. And also, if you guys get a chance, check out the videos that were uploaded to the channel. You guys can check them out. They are on the channel, on the videos page. And if you guys want to check out all our other lives, check out the lives on the page, on the YouTube page. And you guys can catch us every time we go live. Make sure you subscribe, hit that notification bell so you get a notification that indicates that we're going live and you guys can join us and join in on the conversation talking about wrestling. All right, signing off, guys. I'm your host, Saheem the Dream.
Your boy, the protege, J Mac Mizzle.
And let me shout out to Susio Sports, shout out to CBD Multimedia, Nasty Team, and I'm your boy. You know, rest in peace to Big Bad Booty Daddy. It's Big Sexy Red now, the sexiest podcast on earth, man.
Come on, man. You can't get rid of the Big Bad Booty Daddy.
He'll be back one day. But
Who's
right
gonna
now,
be the Big Bad Booty Daddy?
I'll find a micro mini me like Scott Steiner had Petey Williams. I'll find one. Don't worry.
Oh man. All right, man. It's the sexy podcaster. Sexy Red podcaster.
He sounds so defeated about it.
Oh, man. It was a Big Bad Booty Daddy. That's what it was, man.
He says the Big Red.
He'll probably be back next week. Big Bad will be back next week, man.
All right. We signing off. We see you guys later. Peace.
Peace.